Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be recording a little Q&A for you guys. I put something on my Instagram and asked you guys to ask us some questions. So we're going to be answering some of those questions. For those of you who don't know, this is Mo.
Everyone knows me.
You wish. His first official video, I guess. I've had to talk him into doing this for a while. We were supposed to record this video like for a week now, and I finally got you on board.
Make sure my payment comes.
Oh, whatever.
In this next 2 weeks.
And this is our little man, Easton. Say hi.
Blah blah blah.
He just woke up from a nap, so his hair is super crazy. He's our little crazy boy, but yeah, let's get into these questions. So, question number 1. How did you and DeVoe meet?
You want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead, because I have a blog and the link is always in the description below. So if you want to read the real story on how we met, feel free to click that link and the blog post is there. But anyways, go ahead.
Yes, you're already saying that my story's not going to be real.
Well, I mean, let's just hear.
Alright, so basically how we met. The first official time we met... Thanks, Easton, that fell on my foot. The first official time we met, we were in the club, and you know, I was there doing my thing, you know, chilling with the mandem, popping up on some bottles, you feel me? And I got this vibe that someone was just checking me out the whole time, you know? I know you just feel someone's eyes just glaring at you the whole time. So I just felt this energy just glaring at me. But you know, apparently we wanted to leave and go check out the next spot. So on my way out, I was introduced to somebody, and her name was Sierra. And I kind of just said hi and told her I liked her hair. Gave her like a little, I like your hair.
You remember that?
And then I left.
Wait.
Didn't hold much conversation. You know, just did it like a G.O. I like your hair. Quick compliment. Out. Yeah, so then that's the official time we met. I was a little drunk, but I do remember saying I like her hair. Go ahead, Easton, do what you want to do. I do remember saying I like her hair, but that was the first official time we met. And after that, she slid on my DMs and everything popped out from there.
Okay, not true. We met in the club. Yes, we met at a party, a mutual friends party.
True.
And we'll just leave it at that. Go read my blog post. Next question. If you could go anywhere together, where would you go?
Me first?
Yeah.
Oh, for me, I want to go everywhere with you, baby. Aww. I don't care where we go as long as I got you.
That's so cute. Me, where would I want to? Hi. Where would I want to go? I've always wanted to go to like Thailand or something. So, I would probably, to put my finger on a place, I would probably say Thailand. Hardest part about parenting?
Hardest part about parenting?
Yes.
As much as you love it, there's no breaks. This guy is always going, as you can see as he climbs me right now to do something.
Here, Easton.
You know, like, I would say that's the hardest part. Sometimes you have to remind yourself to just be patient and just stick with it, because there's no breaks, it doesn't stop, and you're always parenting.
Yeah. For me, the hardest thing about parenting, a lot of you guys know that we're not together all year round. In this season at least, DeVoe's been here in Poland for a couple months, where I've been back home in Canada. So it's kind of hard to even like when Easton was first born, Devo was in Turkey and I was in Canada. So like the long distance thing can be super tough when it comes to like our parenting styles. Because sometimes when we come together, it's like I've been parenting Easton like a certain way when it's just me, just because it's just me, and I have to modify things a little bit. Whereas Devo's a little more lenient.
What? Okay.
Devo's a little more lenient in some aspects of things where I'm like, now I'm the bad guy. I'm always the bad guy when Daddy's around.
No comment.
So yeah, definitely meshing our parenting styles when we're together is the hardest thing for me.
Good to know.
About parenting.
Good to know. All right.
Okay, what's the best thing you've learned from each other?
The best thing I've learned from Sierra, I would have to say, is she is like one of like the calmest people I know. She's always like, there's like, even like stressful situations don't really like get her too excited. She kind of stays pretty like relaxed, and I'm a pretty relaxed person, but in certain situations I can get tense and get very angry or get very frustrated, and the way she is it kind of taught me to be more patient and be more relaxed in those situations, and it helped me out in that situation. So I'll say that's the best thing I learned from her.
Wow, that's so nice to say.
Yeah.
The best thing I've learned from Devo is that life goes on. For me, at least, I feel like sometimes, like Devo says, that I don't get caught up in situations, but mentally, I'm stuck. Like I feel stuck sometimes, and like I'll think about something too much. I'm a huge overthinker in my brain, I guess. So he's honestly taught me that just keep it moving, just stay positive, which like I always tend to stay, but this one moment isn't going to define the rest of our lives. This one moment isn't going to depict our future. So just stay positive and keep it moving. Okay, next question. What emotions did you have when you first found out you were pregnant with Easton? This is a pretty good question. Honestly, I won't lie. I was scared, terrified, nervous. Me and Devo had pretty much just met. I found out I was pregnant and I cried. It's for the honest truth. I didn't cry necessarily because of Devo or anything like that. I cried more because I feel like my life would change so drastically, stepping into a motherly role. I didn't know what my family was gonna think of me. I didn't know what my future looked like. There was just so many unanswered questions, so I was really scared and I was really sad. But now Easton's the light of my life. Devo's the light of my life. I couldn't imagine life without them. So, I mean, everything happens for a reason.
Ooh, let me see. First, let me give all women out there a serious pointer. When you tell a man that you are pregnant, first pointer, do not tell that man while he's operating a moving motor vehicle. Sierra called me about 5 times. I was in practice. I told her, I messaged her once I dropped the guys home.
No, you said you messaged me after practice.
After practice, whatever. I was driving a few teammates home, and I was gonna go grab a quick bite to eat before I came home and talked to her. Little did I know, when I answered the phone after I dropped the guys home and I'm headed to go get some chicken wings, I remember like it was yesterday. She just comes out of nowhere like, hey, I'm pregnant. While I'm on the phone.
No, your teammates weren't in the car.
They weren't in the car. They weren't in the car anymore. I dropped them off already. I literally, my heart started pounding at like 200 beats per minute. I literally almost went right through a red light.
Easton, what are you doing? Sorry, continue.
The world just stopped for like a cool, like maybe 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm happy there was no pedestrians on the road or anything because it could have been a bad situation.
Honestly, I had found out at like noon, and Easton, and DeVoe didn't call me until like 4. So there was like 4 hours of me overthinking, going crazy. I wanted to tell him so bad, but I felt like this man is in practice. How am I gonna get a hold of him? Ow! What are you doing? Why are you laughing? No, you're not getting any more cheers. This is what I mean when I say he's a little softy. So that's why I had to tell him right in that very moment, because I had already waited 4 hours to tell him. Next question. How do you guys deal with long distance from time to time?
Oh, I mean, for me, it's tough, especially when I go from like having Harry and Easton here. I'm busy all the time and always entertained and just have so much stuff going on and so much love around me than to be by myself. It's tough, very tough at times, but I mean, I would say we FaceTime a lot, stay on the phone a lot, talk a lot. And then for me also, I just try to keep myself busy, watch a lot of TV shows when she's sleeping because of the time difference. And yeah, I try to keep myself busy, but it's not easy. So I mean, you just deal with it because you have to, but it never gets easier.
Yeah. We both have lives beyond each other. So like he still has practice, he still has games, he still has road trips, he still has friends, he still has whatever. I still have to take care of Easton, I still have family, I still have things that I want to do and whatever. So understanding that you may, okay, that the other person might get busy and it's okay. You have to just kind of let it, life flow, like I said before, just kind of let it go, and that's key to a healthy relationship. Don't turn into a crazy person.
Facts. I think he pooped his butt.
Yeah, he did. It smells really bad. Where do you see yourself living in the next few years?
Oh, where do we see yourself living? For me, that's a very hard question to answer.
Yeah.
Just because every year I kind of just go with the flow and end up somewhere different. I haven't lived in the same place in 2 years for the last like 8-9 years, so, and I've never really known where I was going until kind of the time came. So it's a very tough question to answer. Well, I'd imagine somewhere in Europe, and yeah, hopefully somewhere nice.
I've always considered our home base to be Toronto, so I mean that will always kind of be home, but because we do travel so much, Easton, can you stop it, please? Because we travel so much, like we do adapt. So where will we be in the next couple of years?
Look at the camera.
Probably all as a family somewhere far, far away. But I mean, like I said, Toronto's always home base, so we'll be back to Toronto eventually.
Of course.
How many kids do you want?
1.
What?
No,
Too late.
I'm joking. I would say 4 kids. That's kind of what I convinced Sierra on.
Yeah. When we first met, I always said I wanted 2 girls and a boy. I wanted 3 kids because I wanted my baby girl to have a sister like my older sister Summer. Shout out to you, girl. And then I just said like the brother, you could be best friends with your dad or something. I don't know.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
But DeVoe always said he wanted his son to have a brother, like his younger brother first. So we kind of came to the decision that 2 boys and 2 girls would be the ideal situation.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts on each other after having been talking?
You can go first.
I honestly had never met a man like DeVoe. But my first, what is it? Thoughts were, this man is very thoughtful. Like, he goes out of his way to make me happy, to do things to put a smile on my face. He, I knew that I was a priority to him, because even when I was being a little diva, he would always like make an effort to come and see me or do things like that. I was honestly just kind of like swept off my feet, as like weird as that sounds. Like, you probably only hear about that in like fairy tales. I honestly feel like I had no choice but to fall for this man. And he did a good job. He definitely got some points for making me feel important.
Yeah, I mean, I would say the same thing, you know. I was kind of, you know, she had me weak still, you know. Had me weak still in the beginning, and I was on my toes a little bit, because, you know, these Scarborough girls, you got to be careful.
Wow.
But, you know, I mean, I guess I would say I fell for her. She had me pretty weak still. I fell for her very, very fast. I fell for her because she was just so like charming and, you know, so like
What can I say?
cute and shit. You can blur that out, cut that out. Okay. But yeah, she's
good.
She's good.
Good. Answer these. Okay, this is the last question. And it says, Cece, it's Zozo, my younger sister. My question is, when do you and DeVoe plan to get married? Dun, dun, dun. Go ahead, babe.
I think the question said Cece and Zozo, so it's directed towards you.
Well, that's just because it's my Instagram.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so go ahead.
Okay, so I feel like marriage is something that, you know, it just happens naturally. It's not something like you just set in this date or that date. And something, even though you actually do set an actual date,
a specific day and time, and
you know,
send out invitations.
This is my thing. If I tell her like, yo, we're getting engaged next week, then an engagement is supposed to be like a surprise. It's supposed to be like, ta-da! She's supposed to be, oh my God, I can't believe it. If I tell her we're getting engaged next week, then I don't have that surprise factor no more. So just chill your horses. It's gonna happen.
It's a question. It's not less.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen soon. I'll put it that way. It's gonna happen soon.
Okay. This is a question that honestly I hear a lot. A lot of people ask me, "Oh, when are you guys gonna get married? Oh, this and that, this and that." And for me, like, I wouldn't just marry him because we have kids together. Like that. That's not the point of marriage, in my opinion. I want to make sure, and I know that like he is the right man for me, that we are gonna be happy together, and those are things that like I said, we just met, and we got a baby. We are still getting to know each other, and yes, we love each other, and I mean, I hope you want to spend your life with me. But the time will come, and when the time is right, then it's gonna happen.
Yeah, and the best thing about us and our relationship, one of the best things is that I just feel like everything is so natural. Nothing's like forced or, you know, like a lot of pressure being put on this or that. Like everything we do just comes so natural and like so loving and so genuine. So I like to keep it that way.
Good stuff. Well, I hope you learned a little bit about us. We'll probably do one of these again. So if you have questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, share it to your friends and family if you want. Thanks for watching.
Hi, Mama.
And we'll see you in our next video. Easton, say bye. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. I gotta change his bum, it stinks.
Alright, peace, y'all.